Alright, continuing section 2, number 21. From number 21, we realize we have a sequence here. Sequence starts with the square root of 169. Then we move on to the square root of 121. Then we move on to the square root of 81. Two blanks. And then the square root of 9. So the square root of 169 is 13. Square root of 121 is 11. Square root of 81 is 9. You have two blanks, and then the square root of 9 is 3. So from the sequence here, we realize that they are using odd numbers. So therefore, this will have to be 5 here and 7 here. So this will be the square root of 5 squared, which is 5 is 25. And here will be the square root of 7 squared. 7 sevens are 49. So you'll get 1 mark for each here. You'll get a mark for getting 49, and you'll get a mark for getting 25. Square root there. Number 22. Asha and Rhoda bought 125 roses for a flower show. Rhoda bought 4 times as many roses as Asha. How many roses did Rhoda bought? Good. So this here is unequal sharing. We have 2 persons. We have Asha, and then this other person here, Rhoda. We know now Asha received some unknown amount, whereas Rhoda now received 4 times that amount. So you know now when you add Asha's amount to Rhoda's amount, it's supposed to get a total of 125 roses. So you add in all these like terms, so 1x plus 4x, which is equal to 5x, is equal to 125. So to find out what the value of x is, you take 125 divided by 5, and you will get 125 divided by 5 is 25. So x now is equal to 25. Now, so to calculate how many roses does Rhoda buy, so Rhoda now was representing 4x, so is equal to 4, and whatever x is, it will be 25, so there's 4 multiplied by 25, which is equal to 100. So you'll get 1 mark for finding out 25, 1 mark for getting the correct answer, which is 100. Number 23. John had 180 marbles. He gave Sachin 33 and a third percent of his marbles. Calculate how many marbles John has remaining. So from this question now, we can see, we know John good. So we know 33 and a third percent is equal to 1/3 as a fraction, which will be easier to work with. So it was said that he gave Sachin 33 and a third percent of his marbles. How many marbles did John remain? Good. So we would like to find out the amount of marbles he gave. So to find out how much he gave, it is equal to 1/3 multiplied by 180 over 1, which is equal to 60 marbles he gave. That's it. To find out how many he remained with, to calculate the amount remaining, it was from the total, which is 180, take away 60, and you will get 120 marbles. And the answer is 120 marbles you remain with. You'll get 1 mark for calculating the amount you gave, 1 mark for the final answer. Number 24. Number 24 states, St. George's Prep School went on a field trip. Both teachers and students paid $60 each. If the school paid $2,160 for transport, how many 12-seater maxi taxis were hired? Good. So to calculate this now, what we need to do is we know both teachers and students paid $6 each. Good. So you know now we need to calculate the amount of people who went on this on this bus or on this field trip. So the amount of passengers then. Alright, so good. So we know now we need to calculate the number of passengers. So you know when I calculate all the passengers paying money, which is the teachers and the students, you get a total of $2,160. So to calculate how much persons were on the passengers were on the bus, you take $2,160 and divide it by the cost for one, which is $60, and you will end up with 36. So you know 36 passengers were on the bus or the maxi taxi. Now from here we need to calculate how many 12-seater goods. So you know now the maxi now only could hold 12 persons. The total amount of people who went were 36. So to calculate how many buses were there, you take number you'll take 36 and divide it by 12 because it is only 12 people could sit in one bus, and you will get 3. So you need 3 maxi taxis. You'll get 1 mark for getting the 36 here, 1 mark for getting the 3. Alright, we're moving on now to number 25. Moving on to number 25 here, so we see Joseph bought 5 bicycles at a total cost of $3,125. So we know the cost price is equal to $3,125. He later sold the 5 bicycles to make a profit of 100%. How much was the selling price of the 5 bicycles? So we know the cost price, and we know he sold it to make a profit of 100%. 100% is the total. So therefore 100% will be representing the same figure here, which is 3,125, because that is the total amount. So we know now 100% is equal to the $3,125, and to calculate the profit amount now, the profit amount will be equal to this figure here, because the profit percent was 100%. So therefore, to calculate selling price, we know it is the cost price, which is $3,125, plus the profit amount, which is the same $3,125, because it is 100% profit, so therefore you basically double it, and the answer you'll get is $6,250. You'll get 1 mark for figuring out the profit is that amount, and you'll get 1 mark for getting the final answer. Number 26. We have Sandra discovered 2/5 of the pens she bought were not working. She also noticed 1/4 of the working pens were red. If 36 of the working pens were red, how many pens did Sonja buy? Good. So, taking it apart here now, we know this person, she bought a certain number of pens. She realized that 2/5 of the pens were good. So fraction, so let's extract information. Fraction not working is equal to 2/5. So you know 2/5 is not working. Alright, then they told her she also noticed 1/4 of the working pens were red. Good. Good. So we know the fraction not working is 2/5, so therefore we could calculate the fraction that is of the pens that are working. So fraction working, it is from the whole, which is 1, because remember the whole represented as a fraction is 1. So from the whole, which is 1, you're taking away now the fraction that is not working, which is 2/5, and you will end up with 3/5. So we know now 3/5 is the fraction that is working. Now we would like to find out now. They said she also noticed 1/4 of the working pens were red. Good. So we know the fraction of the working pens is 3/5. So we need to calculate now the fraction of the working pens that are red. So fraction, which is red and working, it is equal to 1/4, because as I said is quarter of the working pens of, mean to multiply the working fraction is 3/5 of 3/5, and I will get 3/20. So 3/20ths will represent the amount of pens that are red and working. If 36 of the working pens were red, good, so therefore we know now 3/20ths is equal to 36, because it said 36 of the working pens are red. Alright, so working pens that are red is equal to 36. So therefore the relationship between the 3/20ths and the 36, you realize that the 3/20ths is equal to 36. Do it like for you to calculate the total. To calculate the total of the whole, total is equal to the quantity given multiplied by the invert of the fraction, which is 20/3. And you will get 240 pence. To get the marks, you'll get 1 mark for calculating the fraction working, get 1 mark for calculating the fraction that is red and working, and you'll get 1 mark for calculating the correct answer. Number 27. Number 27. A roll of string was used to make kites. Inshan used 1/4, Mark used 3/8, and Lisa used 7/24 of the roll of string. Calculate the difference in length between the shortest and the longest piece of string used. Good. So we have 3 persons use 3 different lengths of strings. What we'll need to do is to find out now which is the shortest, and the longest. So all have different denominators, so therefore we'll need to make a common denominator, find out what is the smallest, the shortest and the longest, and then from there we'll find out the difference meter, subtract. So we have 1/4, we have 3/8, and we have 7/24. The common denominator will be 24, because all of these numbers are multiples of 24. So 24 divided by 4 is 6, 1 multiplied by 6 is 6, 24 divided by 8 is 3, 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, and then we have 24 divided by 24 is 1, 7 multiplied by 1 is 7. So therefore these figures here represents the respective fractions. So they say the longest will be this here, which is the 3/8. Alright, so the difference means to take away longest is 3/8, which we know is 9 over 24. Take away the shortest, which is a quarter, which we know is 6 over 24. And the answer we'll get, it is 3 over 24. And this could be simplified. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 24 is 8, which is 1/8. So the answer is 1/8. It'll get 3 marks. I'll get 2 marks for finding out the equivalent fractions and 1 mark for finding the difference.